Our families are in there. Our mothers and tiny.
Not bad for some improv there, Giles. Not bad. Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 16. So, we had a huge cliffhanger last episode. We have, obviously, the game changer of Faith is back in the equation, back evil as ever, and now possibly in Buffy's body. That's my strong feeling as to where we left. I mean, 5 by 5, just the fact that she has that vernacular and that evil look in her face. I feel like Faith is now Buffy. Now the only big question mark is what is going to happen next, and will any of Buffy's friends be able to realize that she is not herself? Will Riley? Will Joyce? Or is Faith clever enough to trick them? And what's her plan? I don't even think Faith realized what that thing did. And I don't even fully realize what that thing did. I mean, does that have the ability to swap souls of any two people who clasp that hand? I mean, what a powerful device the mayor had. But I'm very excited to see where we're headed in this episode, obviously. Of course, the full reactions to this, future episodes, all on Patreon. If you care to support, check those out. For now, let's get into today's reaction. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 4, Episode 16.
Get her checked out. She's in stable condition. She goes to jail pending trial.
I just hope she gets some kind of help.
Will Saul Goodman represent her in the trial? What a horrifying sight for Buffy, though, inside Faith's body here. Seeing her mom standing next to her, even though it's not her.
She truly is.
Okay. So definitely Faith is in Buffy's body now. So what's the next step in the plan? I wonder if Willow will have to use some type of magic to get things back to the way they're supposed to be. Because I doubt there's an undo button. Or maybe they just get the hand clasp and can use it again to go back. I'm not sure. I feel like Spike will be able to tell. Similar to how the nun could tell right away that Angel was a vampire, I feel like Spike will know that Buffy is not good Buffy.
Faith. Why do you think she's like that?
I can't stand it.
She's so uncomfortable with a hug. Like, no, this is an icky feeling.
I'm gonna take a bath.
That's the first thing. Here I was thinking Faith was going to go immediately to evil. It's like, no. Let me just enjoy a nice bubble bath. Checking out her new body. Does it have the new car smell? Actually, I don't think that's a good analogy at all.
Because it's wrong.
Was this improv or was this scripted?
You can't do that. It's wrong.
Are you looking at me? Are you talking to me?
Give me a sedative now. Hold her.
I have to go home. She's with my mother. No!
Just lie still.
Oh, this is gonna be so terrifying. Can you imagine? Just when I thought Joyce was in the clear. Nope.
Nobody knows you're here. I mean, they don't even know I exist, right?
Aww.
She's really special. And there's this whole bunch of us, and we sort of had this group thing that...
I mean, how do you explain without explaining all the supernatural stuff? And how long before you trust someone to that degree?
Say stuff that little, but do you get it at all? I do.
I think she's gonna be hurt. But I mean, I don't know if we can fully trust Tara. I mean, looking at her, she seems so trustworthy, but with the spell earlier, I'm not sure.
I am, you know. What? Yours?
Aww. Then why did you do that with the spell, though? I still want an answer to that. Maybe she just was trying to keep Willow safe. Buffy rocking the Faith style. I mean, if her goal was to sneak around, be undercover, I don't know if changing the fashion is the right call, but I mean, this is Faith we're talking about.
Is that the harlot?
Yeah.
That's the same one Faith picked.
Being a little obvious here. Oh, shoot, what is Buffy gonna do here, though, you know? Because I'm assuming they know that Faith has super strength and are gonna restrain her appropriately.
Hey.
Let's move it. I want to get her in before she's 100%.
Oh, what? I don't feel like this is part of the initiative. I feel like these are other evil, bad organization people.
By order of the Watchers Council, you are...
Oh, of course. The Watchers Council. Probably even worse than the initiative. That is crazy. Like, we're picking up on all these kind of unfinished threads from season 3. It's pretty cool.
Willow, Xander, and everybody.
Unit. They handle the council's trickier jobs, smuggling, interrogation.
They're the A-team of the Watchers Council.
Well, yeah, but there could be underwater murder with snorkels.
Anya's like, I like that. Giles is like, what is this? Are you high, Buffy?
Throw the book at her.
I'm not sure there is a book for this.
They could throw other things. Let me have an hour alone in the room with her. If I was larger and had grenades.
I mean, obviously this can't be happening. But what a fantasy. What a fantasy. Don't you dare touch Willow.
We kind of have a romantic evening planned.
We were gonna light a bunch of candles and have sex near them.
We still have Adam to take care of.
Yeah. Adam. What's up with him?
A little bit out of the loop here.
I'll be out there doing my job.
I mean, I guess I should have known Faith just, you know, she doesn't have some master evil plans. She's just like, I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. Oh, Riley's gonna see her, though. Oh, no.
Do I usually give you a hard time?
Very funny.
He's gonna realize something's up.
Drinking. Unless you're here to protect innocent beers.
But now Faith knows Spike's a vampire.
You know why I really hate you, Summers?
'Cause I'm a stuck-up tight ass with no sense of fun?
Well,
that's one of the reasons. Spike is not prepared for this version of Buffy.
I could be rich. I could be famous. I could have anything. Anyone.
I mean, they were married, so...
I get this chip out. You and me are gonna have a confrontation.
Does he not realize that can't be Buffy? Oh, poor Spike.
Kill this guy already.
That was a Bane moment.
I know, yes.
Well, you made your point.
I can relate. Come. We have a lot to talk about.
Okay, so it seems like he's gonna take over as the new leader of the vampires.
You've made a mistake. I am not Faith. I'm Buffy Summers.
I mean, I wonder if they might believe her because she does. They do know about magic and stuff.
I deliver the package. I don't much care what's inside. Come on.
Okay, you're on your own, Buffy. You gotta escape somehow.
I didn't think she'd be here. Come on. I want you in.
Back up.
Oh, what a first impression for Willow, for Tara, meeting Willow's best friend.
Anyone want a soda?
Water?
Oh, great. Some alone time with Tara and Buffy.
And Oz is out of the picture? Oh. Never seen two people so much in love. She just couldn't get enough.
Oh, come on. Really? Really? She can't leave anyone alone.
What? You gonna get that sentence out sometime tonight?
That's so mean. I mean, Tara's not even involved in this. She just met you.
It's wicked obvious. So I should, like...
Took her a while to remember.
Thank you.
I wonder if that's going to affect Faith, like seeing someone's gratitude.
Everything poofed?
Everything poofed? What a great way to put it.
You give her whatever she needs.
Are you gonna be in later, or are you going over to Riley's?
Oh, Willow, you shouldn't have said that. Faith's like, well, that's an idea.
When we go on a job, we always put our affairs in order first, in case of accident.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
Sorry, Smithy.
The guy says sorry, like so unfeeling. They were never your true friends.
I'll call him. It's time for a contingency plan.
And of course, Buffy's not actually willing to kill, you know, people, unless they're really evil. Is Riley gonna be able to tell? I don't think so. I hope Tara says how absolutely rude Buffy was so Willow realizes Buffy's not Buffy.
I don't think she's her.
Oh,
You lost
shoot.
me.
Oh, Tara, holy, how is she that smart?
Flow, a unity. Buffy's was fragmented.
Oh my gosh, Tara is so genius. Here I was thinking she was just hurt by how rude Buffy was being, but no, she's put it all together.
I'm not sure. You didn't sense a hyena energy at all, did you? Because hyena possession is just unpleasant.
I was kind of curious to meet her. Or I was until about 30 seconds ago. Doors open.
So?
So my fantasies don't tend to include a bunch of Marines staring in at me. Not that bad, actually. I guess the drugs the professor gave me really did make me stronger. I'm healing pretty quick.
Dang, I love how they're all conveniently giving off all this exposition, too. I wonder if Faith in all her life has ever been kissed like that before by someone who actually cares about her. You know, similar to how that girl thanked her, I wonder if this, you know, spending some time in Buffy's shoes will change her perspective on what's really worth it. I feel like it's not gonna, I mean, they're playing nice music, but I don't think it's gonna be this simple where we just swap back into the correct bodies. I think it's gonna be more difficult than that. Smart, they put the pillow there.
I love you.
This is the first time he said it? Because you're kind of stealing a big moment from Buffy's relationship.
You're shaking.
I mean, you can tell how obviously unaccustomed she is to someone actually caring and treating her this way.
More than man, more than anything else, what is the thing you fear?
I didn't expect an existential class on demons from Adam over here.
Yeah, you're a killer.
I am not a killer. I am the Slayer.
That hit close to home, because obviously we know Faith is a killer.
She could have killed me. She didn't.
They're not your friends, bro. They're not your friends. Nice! Man, these guys fall for the same thing, getting that close again. Oh, I love how incompetent the Watchers Council is. They're so annoying, it's perfect.
Punks!
This is the 18th from the Watchers Council, too, let's not forget. Here we go. I would love to see the boardroom meeting of the Watchers Council after they realize they let their prisoner escape. I want to see them all angry and throwing their papers around.
Giles!
Cool.
Don't move. Okay, Giles. Very carefully. I'm not Faith.
Really?
Really?
Because the resemblance is striking.
Poor Giles just trying to have breakfast. Don't drop those eggs and bacon.
I know what you're going to say, and
I'm Buffy.
all right, I didn't know what you were going to say, but that doesn't mean...
Switched. I mean, she had some device. She switched our bodies.
Come on, would Faith come up with a plan this smart? I don't think so.
Then you'll let me tie you up without killing me, until we...
No, ask her something. Think of another way to test it, Giles. Come on. Talk about a conversation you two had in private. There must be a million of those.
I don't have time for bondage fun. Ask me a question.
Here we go.
Thing.
Who's president?
We're checking for Buffy, not a concussion.
Oh, yes, right.
Giles, you turned into a demon, and I knew it was you. I mean, can't you just look in my eyes and be all intuitive? Oh, 'cause Ethan Rain. And you have a girlfriend named Olivia, and you haven't had a job since we blew up the school. We're like a stevedore during sex. Do you want me to continue?
Actually, I beg you to stop.
What's a stevedore?
All right,
Oh my gosh, this is just great.
Will. Oh my God.
Willow, wait. I don't understand.
You're Buffy. You and Faith switch bodies. Probably. Spell.
She understands you better than I do.
How did you? Tara.
Tara is just amazing. Like, how smart is Tara? Oh.
Tara's a really powerful witch. Not really. No, really. She knew right away that you weren't you.
Not only is she powerful, she's very smart, too.
Inside, but their assailants have vowed to kill all of them if police attempt to storm the church.
Is Faith gonna have a change of heart?
Look, wait for the troops to get here. They're still mobilizing.
How did you respond so fast?
I didn't. I was just late for church.
Of course he goes to church, too.
I'm Buffy. I have to do this.
Then I'm coming with.
Okay, if she's saying that, she definitely feels guilty. She's had a full change of heart.
Why not?
Because it's wrong.
Dang, I feel like that's a very meaningful response, too. Like her finding her moral center.
You're the Slayer.
One of them.
The one and only.
She still has that competitive streak, despite turning to the good side.
Our families are in there. Our mothers and tiny.
Not bad for some improv there, Giles. Not bad.
I got a better idea.
It's like that pep talk from Adam is not giving you better fighting skills here. Rip the cloak off. That's pretty cool to see.
Oh, it's okay, miss. Get yourself out of harm's way.
Riley, it's me.
Oh, Riley's gonna be like, wait, what just happened? What about last night? Okay, so much for having a change of heart, she goes right into, like, punching her.
You're disgusting!
Did a hand clasp switch him back, just like that?
I don't understand. How could she have... I mean, how's it possible?
Magic.
Magic.
There you go, exactly.
Picked up on it. I should have just...
It's not your fault, dude. Oh, Buffy's like, oh, what happened? What happened?
You slept with her.
I slept with you.
Is this gonna hurt their relationship? I mean, it's really not his fault.
I don't think she's coming back.
I guess she's had her fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fun for Faith is like hurting people. Like, look at how much he hurt Buffy by doing something like that. I mean, this can't be the last we're seeing of Faith either. I don't think so. All right, so that's Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 16. I mean, what an episode. I mean, this reminded me in a certain way of Doppelgang Land, like for Buffy and Faith, just that we had a lot of amusing scenarios where we got to see, you know, obviously, you know, the body swap. I feel like the scenes played out in a way that was just very fun and satisfying to see with the different character interactions. And I thought the acting was very good too, you know, and it's just, I'm sure it's one of those things that must be so much fun, you know, as an actor to kind of embody the mannerisms and characteristics of not only another character, but also another actor. You know, I feel like that's challenging, but also gotta be a lot of fun behind the scenes. And that was very interesting, you know, kind of the path that was taken with Faith embodying Buffy. I mean, I guess, I mean, it's a relief that Faith's kind of darker instincts, like when she headed over, I feel like she was inclined initially when she met up with Joyce to kill Joyce, but it's almost like she had a bit of a change of heart where she was more comfortable with just causing some chaos and going out and having some fun in Buffy's body. And very true to Faith's character, I don't think she had any thought out plan for what exactly she was going to do. She was just, you know, she's very live in the moment, on to the next desire and want. Of course, she's just gonna go to a bar, go around, go dancing at the club, you know, see what kind of fun havoc she can wreak in the lives of Buffy's friends, essentially. And then it was very, you know, I really do enjoy the concept where, you know, that the expression, like, to walk, I'm blanking on the exact expression, but something like, if you walked a mile in my shoes. And Faith, by having the opportunity to do that in Buffy's body, you know, initially she's just like, okay, I'm just going to go around, cause fun, you know, insult people, be mean to Tara, which, you know, it's just like, it's so like me, like what you said to Tara. I know like there's worse things that Faith has done, obviously, like straight up kill people, but it's like Tara is such a sweet person. For the first impression she has of Buffy, you know, for her just to be like so insulting and like trying to make her feel insecure with her relationship with Willow was just such a mean thing to do to someone you're meeting for the first time. But, you know, that's initially, of course, what Faith was doing, just going around seeing what fun she could have and what pain she could inflict on others, kind of just her go-to mode when she's bored, I guess. But then it was interesting, obviously, when, you know, when she saved that girl from the vampire and someone thanked her, and that clearly registered on Faith's face, you know, the gratitude of someone else that she had saved. I mean, it does make me wonder, like, it's not like she hadn't been a Slayer, like, working side by side with Buffy for a while before she went, you know, full Mayor Darkseid path. Like, had she never saved a person before up until that point when she and Buffy were working together? Maybe not, or maybe she just had never seen that look of gratitude up close possibly and had that register on an emotional level. And then obviously I think that it also, possibly even a bigger moment, was the whole moment with Riley. And seeing, not even seeing, but literally, like I said, like walking in someone else's shoes, experiencing what it's like, you know, to be kissed by someone who actually loves you. And clearly, at least my interpretation, Faith has never had anything like that. And so that's such an eye-opening experience. And I think it's very realistic that Faith, you know, was uncomfortable and kind of upset in that moment, because it's a confusing feeling when you've never been loved to feel love. And it's a scary thing. And then, of course, we had, you know, kind of the big testing moment where she saw the news story of vampires holding someone hostage. And instead of walking away from her responsibilities as a Slayer, she decided to go back, you know, kind of showing that she had a bleeding heart after all, you know, which is, it's kind of the trajectory, I guess, of character development that I expected from Faith's character. Not exactly the one that I wanted, you know, but she did seem like one of those villains, even back in season 3, that I thought was going to have a redemptive character arc. And this episode pretty much confirms that, unless something drastic changes, but I don't think so. I think that, you know, as much as I would love Faith to just be this antagonist who is a strong challenge and kind of is a demonstration of someone who is damaged and lost their way, but stubbornly persists in evil. You know, to me, that's, you know, I love, maybe just my bias, I love villains, and I thought that Faith's character, at least for me, was more compelling in that sense. But at the same time, she's at the start of her redemption journey, so maybe further along when we see Faith's character, I'm sure at some point we will, you know, I'll be more inclined toward this direction that they took with her character. And, you know, then seeing, you know, poor Buffy having to struggle, you know, the anxiety she must have felt, you know, because from how things left off last episode, I would imagine, and I almost wish there had been a scene of this relief. I know there's a lot going on this episode, but I would imagine, like, if I was Buffy and I woke up as a prisoner in Faith's body, I would think that Faith was going to carry out her plan and murder Joyce. So I almost wish we would have a scene where, you know, Buffy in Faith's body rushed to check on her mother to make sure, and we got to see that relief, you know, that Faith hadn't actually killed Joyce. I mean, thank goodness. Can you imagine how horrible that would be? But in those moments, we did get to see just, you know, in case there was anybody on the fence about the Watchers Council and whether they were annoying or trustworthy in any degree. I mean, we pretty much see they dressed like bad guys, they talked like bad guys, they acted like bad guys, and acted like unintelligent bad guys. Like, they know the Slayer has super strength, but not once do they get close to her and let them get disarmed and have her break free, but twice. I guess that's one of the things that kind of surprised me. I thought that the Watchers Council was going to have some really advanced people with some advanced, you know, security measures, because they know just how dangerous a Slayer can be. And it seemed like, especially when they first took her into custody and stole her from the cops, like these guys were down to business and knew what's up. But no. The Watchers Council, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that an organization that corrupt and bureaucratic and corporate and annoying, of course the people who want to be employed by them are not the brightest. I mean, that does make a certain level of sense, at least comedically. One of my favorite scenes has got to be, you know, Buffy in Faith's body talking to Giles, and just that, the acting was really good and it was really funny, and just I love the image of Giles like walking with his breakfast and 3 coffee cups. I mean, were those full? Was he washing dishes, or is he drinking 3 cups of coffee? If he was, you know, that's a man I can relate to for sure. But it was just a funny moment to catch Giles kind of red-handed, you know, and that was just a good little interaction. I do think that this is probably, the way that this episode left off makes me feel like we're not going to see Faith anymore in this season, which I'd be lying to say I wasn't disappointed. I really thought that here we were, you know, going to have Faith kind of take over, or at least team up with Adam and possibly even Spike as the ultimate villains of this season. And that to me was just a really exciting concept. You know, Faith was just the perfect, you know, unexpected touch to add a new level of threat. You know, and I wouldn't mind, you know, if I feel like if I was leading the direction, I understand, like, you don't want to have the body swap go on for too long. That might get tedious, or just, you know, you can only play out so many moments that are very entertaining like that. But I wouldn't mind if they swap back and then Faith, you know, was still a villain or someone to contend with. And maybe she will be, but I don't think we're going to see more of her this season. But I mean, heck, that was a really good episode. I feel like it's a 2-part episode. I'm pretty sure it is. But these last 2 episodes were very, very good, very clever, very fun. It was a nice way to kind of keep things fresh, bringing Faith back by having the body swap happen. And also a very interesting way to kind of begin her redemptive journey towards realization and maybe finding the motivation to be a hero instead of an evil, selfish Slayer just out for themselves, you know. But really, really enjoyed this episode. It's very strong. I'll be interested to see now, you know, now that Adam is just by himself and he doesn't have a another potential big bad to assist him. What's Adam up to? Besides giving motivational speeches and bragging to lower demons that he's figured out the meaning of life, what is Adam going to do? That's the question. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Were you as excited as me to have Faith's return? And did you think the kind of body swap and also just the subversion, is it a subversion? I feel like it is a little bit. I feel like normally we would see the hero embodying, living life through the villain's lens and understanding more where the villain is coming from. To me, it's pretty cool, conceptually especially, to have the villain see what it's like to be treated like a good person and to have good people around you, and for that to be a very eye-opening experience. I can't think of something offhand. I'm sure there are other things, but I'm blanking right now on something else that has done it quite like this. And with the supernatural twist, it's also very cool. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Of course, full reactions are on Patreon. Next week's reaction will also be there for early access. Thank you to everyone who supports there. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.